Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. It's been a really good couple of months for lost media. Like, we had the Wicked Witch episode of Sesame Street, which I got to do a video about. I managed to track down the Christian Beauty and the Beast, which unfortunately I also did a video about. But it seems like thing after thing that we think might be gone forever just keeps getting found by miraculous circumstances. And I'm about to talk about the next thing on that list, which is the Sailor Moon American anime pilot. I definitely used too many words in that sentence, but I'm not sure which ones were unnecessary. Basically, Sailor Moon, very popular anime, raised a generation. There was apparently an attempt in the late 90s to make a American, not spin-off, but like remake, which is so silly because like the original one is so popular with American kids and kids from everywhere. And as you're soon to find out, I know nothing about Sailor Moon. It's not something that I had growing up. I'm not sure why. I probably would have enjoyed it as a kid. And so when this thought to be lost American pilot of Sailor Moon got found and everybody was talking about how this is a huge find, I was excited, but also everybody wanted me to cover it and I wanted to, but I realized that I know nothing about Sailor Moon. And I knew that I was going to get roasted on the internet. I know. It's okay. I get it. But I figured it would be kind of a disservice to the actual Sailor Moon and the fandom to have my first soiree into it be this train wreck of a pilot. So I'm going to watch the first pilot, like the actual pilot, the pilot of the acclaimed version of the show that we all love, and then I'm gonna switch over and watch the newly found American pilot. And we're going to, I don't know if compare and contrast is the right words. I know the original is gonna be way, way better. Like, I know that without knowing anything about Sailor Moon. Alright, so let's start with the pilot of the, actual Sailor Moon, the one that everybody knows. It used to be a manga, and then it was readapted. The goal was to create a story with a theme about girls in outer space, which is awesome, by the way. You're witnessing me potentially entering a fandom, or me being locked out of a fandom forever. But just a cursory search pulls up the fact that there's been controversies with Sailor Moon surrounding westernization happening with the dub and censorship of LGBTQ plus characters. That's a deep dive that I'm not equipped to go into right now. Basically, Sailor Moon has just been this happy-go-lucky, fun little thing that gives people serotonin in their brain. And it seems like almost as long as it has existed, people have just been trying to mess it up in some way. Obviously, Sailor Moon is big everywhere, but it just is like, what's the assumption? That, like, media made by artists from outside of the country have to have their art modified so that it's acceptable to be aired amongst all the other pinnacles of television that America has put out? In the 90s, we allowed Joe Rogan to host a game show where he forced people to eat, like, insects and sheep testicles.
You lie down in like the empty thing, and then they put these
Exactly.
bugs on your head.
Easy.
I don't know why we think we're like the authority on what good media is over here. And Sailor Moon is like one of the most popular things ever. I think I'm one of the only people left on Earth that hasn't seen Sailor Moon. I'm excited for today. Oh my god, I just realized I'm doing a Saturday morning cartoon video again for the first time in like however long. This also speaks to how prolific Sailor Moon is as a thing, because I've never seen this before, but I'm almost experiencing like what I can only express as like nostalgia for something I've never even seen before, just because it's so ingrained in pop culture. Like, there's a familiarity for me to see this intro, even though like I've never watched the show. Does that make any sense? That might not make any sense. I'm sorry if that doesn't make sense. Also, anime kicks everybody else's ass when it comes to intros and theme music. America's theme song game has really slacked off in the past decade or so, but like every anime that I've ever seen has just a banger of an intro.
I'm a bit of a klutz, and sometimes get teased for being a little emotional.
Same.
Not again!
Wait, so what you're saying is Anna from Frozen got a bunch of credit for doing what Sailor Moon did decades prior?
What? I'm in a hurry! I know, but don't you need your lunch? Thanks, Mom.
Ugh, Mom, stop giving me my lunch and get out of my room.
Why does morning have to come so early? I'm so sleepy.
Yeah, morning is just the worst time of the day. You can't tell me otherwise.
Hey, stop that!
Oh my god, they were beating up a cat? They were beating up a magic cat. Although I'm convinced that all cats are kind of magical and are just biding their time before they take over the world, you know?
Oh no, that's the bell! I am so late for school!
Okay, but you found a cat with like a crescent moon on their face. Fuck school. I mean, like, no, like, school is important. But you know what I mean? Like, this would take priority in my brain if I was her.
This kind of attitude is exactly why you're failing.
Ooh, that's rough. So she ditched class for lunch and then got in trouble because she's also failing her class. Mood.
Can't believe you did that, Usagi. You seriously need to learn some self-control.
Hey!
Well, don't be sad. I slacked off a little this time, too, so I only got a 95.
Oh, fuck you.
Did you hear Sailor V made another appearance the other night?
Okay, so her friends start telling her about this, like, super cool superhero that caught some jewelry thieves the night before.
Who is Sailor V anyway?
Don't act impressed if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, but I totally do that too. I don't know why I do this. I think it's just like if somebody comes up to me and they're really excited to tell me about something, I will just smile and nod and allow them to just continue talking about their hyperfixation because I don't know, I don't want to like derail them from talking about a thing that they want to talk about. Do you know what I mean? Am I broken? I have totally pretended to know like what a certain show was if somebody came up and was like enthusiastically talking to me about it because I was afraid that if I said no, it would discourage them from continuing to talk about it. I'm seeing a resemblance.
Jewelry is just so beautiful. I can totally understand why someone would want to steal some of it.
I don't think that's why jewel thieves steal. I don't think they're like, damn, that's some fine diamonds. I think they're like, damn, that's gonna make me a lot of money if I sell it illegally.
There are rings and earrings that even we can afford. Really? I'm so We'll meet there after school, okay?
I love how the two girls are just like planning a date to go to, I don't know, Claire's. I'm sure it wasn't Claire's, but do you know, when I was a kid, we had Claire's. Does that tell you how old I am?
See ya.
But then their other friend is just like, okay, bye. Thanks for including me.
Have we been able to make any progress in locating the legendary silver crystal yet?
Okay, I'm sure everybody else out there has seen this character and knows how vital they are, but this is literally my first time seeing what I assume to be a main villain in the plot, and I just have to say, she is fantastic.
There's so many people.
Surely this shop is more upscale than Claire's was, but when I was like 8, Claire's felt like Tiffany's with all the like the big chunky costume jewelry and everything was pink.
Foolish humans.
It's a mind control ring. It's a mood ring that controls other people's moods.
And give all your energy to the great ruler.
I had a mood ring, but it never like seemed to do anything. I think even for a mood ring, my emotions were just so all over the place that it just gave up. It's like, I don't know. What do you want me to say?
And because you're Naru's friend, I'll even give you an extra discount.
You really mean that?
Friend discount.
500,000 for 30,000?
I'll buy it.
Oh, you gotta keep the fact that you're getting the friends and family discount on the DL. I had that happen once before. This really cool artist that is good friends with Natasha gave me a discount on one of his like enamel pins because I was Natasha's best friend. And I felt so guilty about it. I was like, thank you, but I'm so sorry. One of my favorite enamel pins to this day, though.
This is totally unbelievable.
So the girls army crawl out of this block of people and are just so sad that they can't buy the ring that they want.
You could always ask your dad for the money, right?
Yeah, but since I just failed my English test, if only I had studied a little more.
So she gets pissed off and she throws her failed test.
Watch where you're throwing things, bunhead.
She tries to throw it away, but she throws it at a dude, and the dude is like, hey.
30%?
And then looks at the test and is like, wow, you really failed that test.
Looks to me like you better study harder next time, bunhead.
You're stupid, which is mean. It's very mean of him.
They already made Sailor V into a video game?
Damn, the devil works hard, but capitalism works harder.
It must be so cool to be Sailor V.
Oh, I sincerely thought that it was going to be that she already had the secret identity. Sorry. Okay, calm down, it's okay.
Usagi Tsukino,
Oh my god, the dog can talk. The cat can talk. Why did I say dog?
at last I found you.
It's a talking cat.
Oh, you're back. You're sure late getting home today.
Yeah.
Her mom is so understanding. Whose mom would actually be like super chill if you just came home from school super late? Mine wouldn't.
Saki!
Yep, there's the mom energy. There it is.
Go outside and think about what you've done!
She kicked her all the way out of the house? That's harsh. Imagine having a kid and then kicking them out of the house because they didn't understand something at school. Damn.
You're in the way. So what huge mistake did Mom kick you out for this time?
Oh boy, and then she's getting bullied. She's having a hard day.
Everyone seems to be getting sick all of a sudden.
Meanwhile, the super fashionable bad guy that I don't know the name of yet has sucked all the energy out of everybody at the store.
I'm starting to feel dizzy.
This is just how, you know, us introverts feel when we've been socializing for too long. It's like, oh, all of our power has been drained out. I gotta go lay down somewhere.
Hello? Mom?
Oh, wow. That's a little terrifying.
I don't feel like doing my homework now. I think I'll take a quick nap.
Oh, it's always a slippery slope. It's always like, oh, if I'll just sleep for like 20 minutes and then I'll get work done. It's like, girl, no you won't. You're gonna sleep for 3 hours and not get anything done. Oh, and the close-up, her bed looked much bigger than a twin-size bed. Is anybody able to nap like that? Like, just, like, in your regular clothes, just, like, on top of the bedspread? Like, I feel like I would never be comfortable enough unless I was, like, extremely tired.
Ah! The cat with the bald spot!
That feels like the wrong thing to say in this very strange situation. I don't know how you're supposed to know what to say when a magic cat comes to your house, but I feel like that's not it.
It's not a bald spot. Don't be rude.
And the cat agrees with me.
My name is Luna, and you can't imagine how long I've been looking for you.
Oh, Luna. My friend has a black cat named Luna. I get it now. I get the reference now.
This isn't some kind of a dream, you know. Come on, stop playing around.
I like how the cat shows up with like this angelic demeanor, and then the second it gets ignored, it has exactly the same reaction that every other cat has to being ignored, which is just to paw and make a bigger fuss than they need to.
Strange things are happening in this city. Even the police can't handle what's going on.
Well, the police can't handle much, you know? They tend to be bad at all the things.
You're the guardian that's been chosen for this mission. You don't actually believe a single word I'm saying, do you?
Oh, sure, of course.
It does sound pretty unbelievable, but also, there's a talking cat. I don't know what the rules of this universe are, but I would assume cats talking is probably not the norm.
Moon, prism, power, makeup.
And then cat just repeats like a string of words, which the only thing I have to reference it to is activating the Winter Soldier. I'm sure it's very different than that, but, you know, I'm gonna get kicked out of the fandom before I even join it officially. So she gets a costume change. And then she gets like a distress single. It's not a song. A distress signal that she receives through her hairpiece thing. I'm sure there's a proper word for it.
Stop, Mom! What are you doing?
Oh my god, is the friend about to be murdered? Oh my god!
I've locked your mother up in the basement.
Oh my god! Isn't this a children's show? This is supposed to be a children's show. Do you know how fucking terrified I would be if I saw this at 7 years old? Maybe that's why my mom never put this on for me.
Get away from Naru!
Yay! Oh god, it's so off-putting. I know that's the point, but holy god.
And now, in the name of the moon, I'll punish you!
Okay, so with her official moniker now established to us, she now is in her first fight scene. Okay, calm down, you'll be fine. There's like 200 episodes of your show.
Who are you?
Ah, the sound effects when the neck turns around.
I am known as Tuxedo Mask.
The fuck is this guy?
Crying isn't going to solve any of your problems.
Yeah, maybe not, but I can't help it!
Yeah, I hate, as somebody who cries easily, I hate when people are like, crying isn't gonna fix anything. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's not a strategy thing. It's just, life feels like an Oreo that's been left in milk for too long and is disintegrating, but not in the delicious way thing.
Throw your tiara at her and yell, Moon Tiara action!
I like that the cat is like walking her through the tutorial phase.
But why would I want to do that?
Sailor Moon, come on, trust the magical talking cat. You don't have a lot of other options. I have to say, Sailor Moon's outfit, like the fit is iconic. I do have to wonder, it's kind of like the same thing though where like, you know when Scarlet Witch in the earlier MCU movies had like that really low cut top to her outfit, and it's like, this is not what you would wear into battle. That's the way I feel about like Sailor Moon's very short skirt. Also, isn't she a child? Like, I feel like practically there are a lot of reasons to give her a little bit longer, a little bit more skirt, but that's just me. Oh my god, please don't come for me. Sailor Moon fandom, I promise. She looks great. She's an icon.
No way!
Okay, so the bad guy was disintegrated.
Well done, Sailor Moon. I won't soon forget what happened here tonight.
This character, what does he remind me of? His outfit is kind of like part penguin from the Batman, part magician from a kid's birthday party, part Phantom of the Opera. He's pulling it off, but it reminds me of something, and I think it might just be a mix of those things.
You did great, Sailor Moon.
Yeah, good job.
He's so cute!
Oh, she's got a crush.
I had this incredible dream last night. A superhero named Sailor Moon showed up to save me from a hideous monster.
And the next day, all of her classmates think that they just dreamt that a super cool superhero saved their lives, and poor Sailor Moon, she's just so tired, even more so than usual because she just spent all night crime fighting.
I just want to sleep a little longer, okay?
I think the next time somebody tries to, get on me for being exhausted first thing in the morning, since nobody seems to like the answer that ADHD and mental health makes it so that I don't always sleep super well, maybe I'll just float the idea that I'm secretly a superhero. You can't prove that I'm not. You can't prove that after I'm done filming this video, I'm not gonna go out and like save the city from something. I mean, sure, it would be a really dumb idea to tell you guys that publicly on the internet, but also maybe that's what somebody who's playing 4D chess would do, you know? If I tell you and I play it off like a joke, you're never gonna believe that it's true. Okay, so that was the pilot, the pilot from 1992 of the Sailor Moon series. Immediately I can tell why this has a huge fan base. This hits like every point of like everything that anime pulls off so beautifully. It's got a beautiful aesthetic, beautiful artwork. It's got a really fun premise. I get it. I am in. I'm in, guys. I feel so dumb. Sometimes I'm the person that knows way too much about a topic because I've hyperfixated on it for a long time. And then sometimes there's just something that everybody else seems to understand that I have never participated in. Do you know that feeling? That's how I'm feeling right now. Please be nice to me. At least I'm being honest about my lack of knowledge on this subject. Let's hop over and watch this elusive pilot that was a proof of concept 2 years after the original airing of the actual Sailor Moon pilot. I'll link it down below for anybody who wants to watch it in its entirety. Shout out to Raymona, who is a YouTuber who did a 2-part docu-series on the search and eventual finding of this pilot. We have her to thank for this discovery. Alright, let's get into it. This isn't a very long episode.
Looks like an angel flying higher than a bird.
Oh, I wasn't expecting the live action. No one warned me about the live action. I don't know why I said that like it was like scary or unsettling. It wasn't. I just wasn't expecting it. That was just a choice that came out of left field.
Her talking cat Luna gives her advice.
Why'd they change the color of the cat? They literally whitewashed the cat? That doesn't seem right.
Her talking cat Luna gives her advice.
Oh my god.
Sometimes she's a fun-loving 16-year-old girl.
Okay, so she's 16 in this canon. I don't know if that's canon to the usual.
She and her 4 princess fighter friends.
And she's already got like her crew of friends that, because in the pilot they said like you have to find the others, so I'm sure that she like unites in like a group. I've ascertained that much, so this version of the show starts with that having already happened, I suppose.
Sailor Moon!
This is so 90s. I absolutely love that this pilot is only 12 minutes long, and they use 2 of those minutes fully for the intro music.
Sailor Moon!
It's not nearly as good as the original intro music, but it's not bad. It's gonna be in my head. Library of Congress coming in clutch.
Once upon another time.
Once upon another time. I don't know why you needed the word another.
Wicked Queen Beryl and her evil forces of darkness captured the outer planet and seized their jewels of power.
Oh no, she took the jewels of power. That bitch.
Wicked Queen Beryl.
Queen Beryl, is that the bad guy that I didn't know the name of? I'm so clueless when it comes to Sailor Moon. I'm so sorry. This video's gonna be a mess.
The Princess Warriors ruled Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and the Earth's moon.
Okay, so we've got Space Avengers.
To affirm the new confederation, Queen Serenity announced the betrothal of her only daughter, Sailor Moon.
Oh, and we're like 2 seconds in and already the 16-year-old is being forced into marriage?
Sailor Mars, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Venus, and Sailor Jupiter.
Squad goals.
Oh, Darian, I've so looked forward to this day.
At last we will be together.
Maybe they're getting married of their own volition, but it just said she's 16.
A chilling breeze swept the rose from his hand.
It's Beryl. The evil beast has found us.
What is it with the trope of, you know, villains that are, especially villains that are women, crashing weddings? Like, I get it. It's a moment. Like, it's dramatic. I'm not saying that if I was a villain, I wouldn't do that. But, like, it happens kind of often, right? It happened in Once Upon a Time. It happened in The Little Mermaid. It happened in other examples that I know exist that I can't think of right now.
It's up to you to pilot the galleon.
I can't leave you now.
There's no time to argue.
Okay, so she tells her fiancé to go pilot the ship and get people to safety.
Take the jewels.
Her mom gives her the magical pendants.
You and the other princesses must escape with Darian to Earth.
Tells her to go to Earth and hide out. I feel bad for them because Earth is kind of a mess. I feel like if aliens exist, a possible reason for why they're not here on Earth yet is just because Earth isn't that great of a place because, you know, we've got so many problems still, but also maybe it's just that, like, if aliens are like the way that we think they are in pop culture, they've got all the cool space stuff. Maybe to them, Earth is just a place that you don't necessarily go on purpose. Like Florida. Sorry. Both of my parents grew up in Florida. I see you, Florida. I appreciate you. And I'm from Georgia, so, like, we're not much better here, you know? You guys at least have fun destinations for, like, vacation and stuff.
Look out! No!
Oh, no. So she sees the ship with her fiancé on it explode? That's a bummer.
No!
That is not the reaction that I would have to that.
No!
No. No.
Oh, Luna. Home seems so far away now.
Hey, Vic. Vicky. Victoria. Can I borrow your lipstick?
Then her friend comes in and uses every variation of her name that she knows to ask for lipstick very abruptly.
Where are you going? Don't tell me you forgot.
Well, if you don't know, I'm not gonna tell you.
Whoa! There goes one of my 9 lives.
Luna, you're fine. You dropped like 3 feet onto the carpet. Why are cats all so dramatic?
The tan! Looks like an angel flying higher than a bird.
Oh god, we have a school dance. Everybody stay calm.
Sailor, Sailor Moon.
Don't panic.
She's got a life in the sky and another here on Earth. Sailor, Sailor Moon.
I love that they thought we needed to hear more theme song.
Be honest. Should I be smashing in white or sophisticated in black?
What happened to pretty in pink?
Maybe pink isn't her thing. You ever think about that?
I have absolutely nothing to wear.
I don't really know anything about, you know, the people who made this series, but I will say this gives off very big r/men writing women vibes, you know? This is like what men in the 90s thought women were like. We've got all these super cool superhero women from outer space. What are they gonna do when they get to Earth? They're gonna be super obsessive about clothes and boys and dances and makeup.
Statistically speaking, I am going to find the cutest guy at the dance.
No, you won't.
And why not?
Because he'll be dancing with me.
Oh god, that petty rivalry.
Sailor, Sailor Moon.
Oh, I love the fake paw shot with the cat turning off the music.
Luna, what's wrong?
Queen Beryl is attacking the people of planet Jupiter.
Oh, is this her remembering who she is? Like a Lion King? Like, remember who you are? Or is she just getting like a distress signal? It's a distress signal.
Sailor Jupiter! Sailor Mercury!
You know it's weird, like, this is kind of a hot mess and it obviously doesn't measure up to the actual Sailor Moon, but there's a part of me that wishes they had gone through with making at least one season, you know? There's a part of me that's like, I want to see what they're gonna do with this, you know?
So, this is what I missed the dance for? You guys are in for it, and if I break a nail...
Yeah, I bet that women who are trained in physical combat and are trying to save lives are caring about their nails first and foremost.
Why don't we burn off a few pounds?
They're all so cool!
Gangway for the original party girl!
Huh. I never noticed until right this minute. I don't think there was ever like a cartoon where one of the main characters was utilizing a wheelchair. And it was just like, no big deal, and it was representation. You know when you realize that representation is like worse than you thought it was?
Oh, I like your style.
Look at how cool this is. She's got like this flying, like, jet-powered thing. That's super cool.
Watch out! Ah! Are you alright?
I love how the fight choreography is. He's gonna knock her out of the sky, but he's not gonna bother to do anything after that, which is like good. I'm glad that she's fine, but it was just like all of her friends except for Sailor Moon got to run over to her and just like check in the middle of the fight, like casually.
A rose.
Oh, is this a fiance? What's happening?
Look. Who can it be?
I'm confused and I don't know if it's because I don't know anything about Sailor Moon or if everybody's confused with me.
This is where it ends!
So she defeats the bad guy just as this like mysterious guy who's probably her fiance shows up and then he disappears.
I just don't know. I just don't know.
Vicky?
And we're back on Earth because we're back in live action.
Where are you daydreaming this time, Victoria? Outer space?
No, Miss Scrim. I'm right here. On Earth.
Oh, whenever they break the fourth wall, it always makes me uncomfortable. There are videos about, like, psychologically why that happens, I know, but it always happens. Okay, and that's the end of the elusive, until now, Sailor Moon pilot. I guess it's colloquially known as Saban Moon, I think that's how you say that. Named for the creator behind it or something. Again, very new to all of this. Not claiming to be an expert. But yeah, there was the first episode ever of Sailor Moon. I was about to say the first pilot, but that would be redundant. Well, actually no, because this is another pilot for a different... So it is the first... Anyway, we have the original pilot for Sailor Moon, and then we have this unaired, thought to be lost, Americanized pilot. I'm definitely not a Sailor Moon historian. There's probably much more information that can be deep dived into when it comes to the history of the show, but I don't feel like I know that much about the show to really like get in that deep to it. I just wanted to make a video because people were asking me to talk about this. It is the peak of nostalgia and obscurity content because it was lost media. And I've always wondered if Sailor Moon was something that I would enjoy, and the answer is yes. I think I'm in. I get it, guys. I'll definitely watch more Sailor Moon. Let me know if you want me to cover more Sailor Moon on the channel. Again, apologies to all of the Sailor Moon fandom for my lack of knowledge. I think this video is mainly going to serve as a way for you guys to be entertained by somebody watching the thing that you all love for the first time. But yeah, not knowing really anything about the lore or anything about Sailor Moon, I can already tell that this pilot would have led to a subpar version of the show. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding, but it's weird to me when people feel like things need to be adapted into an Americanized version just so that Americans will watch it, because like that implies that media made in other countries is like subpar to our stuff somehow, and it is absolutely not the case. And it's just so silly in retrospect because Sailor Moon is big all around the world, but it's very popular here in America. So one of the many reasons this show probably didn't get picked up was just because it was unnecessary, you know? But that's just a completely outsider's perspective. And just in general, like, stop acting like American media is the best. We've made some cool stuff, but we've also made a lot of really bad stuff, and like, I don't know why we act all elitist when it comes to TV and film. Like, we weren't the ones that let the Big Bang Theory happen, you know what I mean? Conclusion to video, Sailor Moon good, Sailor Moon very good. If I'm allowed into the fandom after this, this, I would love to continue watching and discussing. Like, really, gatekeeping fandom isn't cool anyway, so that's on you guys, but like, I know nothing about Sailor Moon. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber if you say so because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Bye!